Grant of a conservative order in the unique circumstances of this dispute would gravely undermine and derogate the precautionary principle of environmental management, which is a key pillar and a legal tool in the country's environmental management framework. And C, grant of a conservatory order in the circumstances of the present dispute would severely injure the public interest. Public interest in this regard is the general environmental welfare of the Kenyan people, which requires recognition and protection. The totality of the natural environment in which they collectively and individually have a stake, which requires state protection.
Naam, kutoka mahakamani mtazamaji, tuingie sasa katika makao makuu ya shirika la NEMA ambapo kwa sasa wanahutubu na kutoa maoni yao kuambatana na uamuzi huu uliotolewa na mahakama.
We have the green light to go ahead, and therefore we have prepared, and on Monday we would like to inform Kenyans that plastic bags of two types, carrier bags and flat bags, are banned. Until yesterday and even today, we have been exhibiting at the KICC for the alternatives. Even next week, as we start compliance enforcement, we continue with education. We are going to continue doing demonstrations on alternatives, and from next week, demonstrations will concentrate on alternatives for Kadogo economy. We want to reach out and connect with Kenyans on this issue so that they can continue to give us the support that they have done so far. We also extend invitation to Kenya Association of Manufacturers. We've journeyed these together, and today we may appear like we've gone above you in an advantage, but that is not the case, because the alternatives are going to be produced industrially, and this is job creation. We have always insisted that more jobs will be created, and even today we stand on that. I have just talked with the Cabinet Secretary and the Principal Secretary this morning. We planned to have a meeting with KAM. We have now, it didn't happen. I think there was a lot of anxiety everywhere, but we still continue meetings next week, and we have planned for that, because this is a journey we have to work together. And I think we want to assure Kenyans also that do not think that next week we are out to arrest you. This is not the case. We are out still educating, but I want to remind you again that there is a law, which we have continually talked about. So please cooperate and make sure that every time you leave your house and you are planning, plan ahead so that you don't find yourself wanting to use plastic and breaking the law. However, on Monday, and this is the message to Kenyans, our intention is to start with manufacturers, importers, exporters, and the others who are actually providing the market with plastic, and also retailers. So for them, from Monday, there will be a lot of action, and we would like to ask them for a lot of support. We have received a lot of support from our lead agencies, and all the teams that will go out on Monday are multi-stakeholder teams or multi-agency teams. This is not really a NEMA or the Ministry of Environment activity alone. This is a Kenyan activity, and we want the citizens to be on board. If you go to church on Sunday, remind your fellow congregants, your fellow worshippers, keep reminding them. You got text messages from Safaricom today, keep that text message and send it to others so that we all work together for a clean and healthy environment, because you know you are the ones who gave us this mandate, and we cannot succeed without your support. I want to thank everybody who has worked with us, particularly the NEMA staff who have tirelessly worked behind the scenes to provide the necessary support that was required to go through both the petition, the exhibitions, all the information that we have shared with the public, and also the ministry, the cabinet secretary, the principal secretary, for believing in us and trusting us and creating cohesion for us to work as a team, so that what we are seeing today and what we would like to provide for Kenyans in future is attained, and that has come to pass. So we believe what is remaining ahead is the greater task, but we want to assure Kenyans that NEMA is up to this task, but we also ask for your support. This is a constitutional mandate we are fulfilling. There has been an interpretation, and I want to read the summary of this. The petition was the ruling is summarized as follows. In summary, the first petitioner's notice of motion dated 28 July 2017, seeking to stay the implementation of Gazette Notice numbers 2334 and 2356, both dated the 28th of February 2017, is rejected for the following reasons. The reasons go, and then, in light of the foregoing, the first petitioner's notice of motion dated 28th of July 2017, seeking a conservatory order staying the implementation of the Gazette Notice contained in legal notice numbers 2334 and 2356 is rejected. Costs of the application shall be in the course. And this is dated and signed on 25th day of August 2017, Judge B.M. Eboso. This is now what gives us the go-ahead, and we are upbeat about this. Thank you.
Na mtazamaji, hapo ni Profesa Geoffrey Wakungu ambaye ni mkurugenzi mkuu wa shirika la NEMA, akisema kwamba yale makataa ambayo yalikuwa yamewekwa ya Jumatatu bado yataendelea kwa mujibu wa ule uamuzi ambao umetolewa na mahakama hii leo, akisema lile la muhimu kwa sasa ambalo watalizingatia ni hamasisho kwa umma, hususan wafanyakazi wa biashara ndogo ndogo, kwa sababu wengi walikuwa wakiuliza nikienda kununua sukuma wiki nitapakiwa wapi, nikienda kununua githeri, nikienda kununua nyanya nitapakiwa kwenye mifuko ipi. Wanasema kwamba sasa awamu inayofuata juma lijalo ni kutoa hamasisho kwa wafanyakazi wa biashara ndogo ndogo kuhusu mfuko mbadala ambayo itatumika, na pia amesema wanahitaji ushirikiano na kampuni ambazo zinahusika katika kutengeneza karatasi za plastiki. Watakuwa wakishirikiana nao kuhusu utengenezaji wa mifuko mbadala, na lingine ambalo amelisema ni kuhusiana na mkutano na wale wahusika katika muungano wa makampuni ambayo yanatengeneza bidhaa humu nchini, akisema kwamba mkutano huo ulikuwa utarajiwa kufanyika lakini haujafanyika jinsi ambavyo ulikuwa umepangwa hii leo, lakini wanatumai kwamba mkutano huu utafanyika, na wanaomba kwamba kuwepo ushirikiano mtazamaji, kuhusiana na ule uamuzi ambao umetolewa na utekelezaji wa makataa haya. Nadhani kuna maoni zaidi kutoka kule kuhusiana na amri hii ambayo imetolewa na mahakama. Na tutakujuza mengi zaidi kutoka kwenye hotuba ambayo imetolewa na hivi sasa na NEMA, na wengi wametoa hisia mbalimbali kuhusiana na makataa haya ambayo yametolewa, na wengi wanakashifu, wanasema Kenya haikuwa imejitayarisha, japo kuna baadhi ambao wanasema kwamba ni sawa kwa sababu ama kwa minajili ya utunzaji wa mazingira. Tutakuwa tukikuarifu na mengi zaidi, lakini bado tukirejea katika mahakama ni kwamba wakili James Orengo amesema kwamba sasa mrengo wa NASA una kila sababu za kuamini kuwa tume ya uchaguzi IEBC ilishiriki na uingali inashiriki kwenye mienendo ya kugushi matokeo ya kura za urais, ambapo